Now I will cut these all to the right length. This is like a carpet between. I'm just going to use this one here. Then I have this piece as a reference, and I will mark here where I have to cut. This one I don't need this long. I will maybe leave here 10 centimeters extra that I can build some kind of support for this headboard. All these pieces should be now in the right length. Next, what I'm going to do is I want to make everything round, all these edges round. Obviously I will use my router to do that. One thing what I almost forgot, front of this frame, these corners I have to make round. So if you hit your leg or something here, it's not that bad. To make this round I'm going to use this tool, and I have to use this router bit, and I have to use this with my small router, and that's scary. It wasn't that bad actually. In this case I can use a clamp here that I can hold it. Otherwise I have to hold it with my finger, and that's very sketchy, but that's actually pretty good. The second thing what I almost forgot, this metal frame. Because of that I have to cut a slot which is about like so, all the way here, and about like so all the way here. This metal frame, it's 60 millimeters high. If I will do this 60 millimeters deep, there's only 20 millimeters which will hold this metal frame. I think it would be enough, but I think I will leave 30 millimeters here. I'm more happy about it. Again, it's more strong. It is coming about one centimeters over this, but it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm getting all the time these crazy ideas. And that's the thing, how I'm going to cut this. It's a little bit tricky. I could maybe do this with the router. It might be actually a good idea. Router was actually a good idea, but with this router I can't do much at a time. I just have to do 1 centimeter at a time. The problem is that if it's getting too hard for the router, it will stop, and I can't start it again before I will take the battery off and put it back. Then I can start it again. But it kind of worked. I think maybe in this point I should say don't try this at home. Some of these cuts I could do with my table saw, and that was much faster than with the router. Some of these cuts I could do with the riving knife, but for some cuts I had to take it away. It felt so dangerous because of this weight and size of this wood But in the end it was pretty okay, and it was very clean cut. It worked. I just had to be very careful to do that. I hope it's now strong enough to hold these frames and mattresses and obviously the people who are sleeping on the bed. I spent quite much time sanding this frame. Luckily I could do it outside, it's not raining. It's not finished yet. I made it with the 60 paper, and then I made it with 120 paper. And I think 120 it's totally enough. I don't even try to make it perfect. I really like it that it's a little bit rough look. I will sand it one more time. I made this wet, that this wood grain is coming up a little bit. Then I will sand it again with 120 paper once more. The next thing what I have to think about is this finish. I would like to keep it maybe as original color as possible, but this I have to think very carefully, because with my table, when I tried hard wax oil, which was without any color, but it made this wood a little bit yellow, and I don't like this yellow tint. The second option is that I will make it totally different, that I will make it a little bit darker. One thing what I also have to think about is frames for the mattress. We have 2 of those. So that means that I have to think something here in the middle. Yeah, in basically every bed has something here between. Why it should be all the way? I could only make here something in the middle, because this metal frame, it's quite strong, and obviously these all will hold this frame here, and I need only something here in the middle. To make this middle foot, I'm going to use these leftover pieces. These are kind of round, these corners, so I have to clean those, and then I will do some gluing, and yeah, obviously it has to be the right height. Okay, so my Sony Akku just died, but basically I just glued these two pieces together to make one giant block of wood, and that's going to be the foot in the middle. Next day. That's a nice big piece of wood. Now I have to make it pretty. This might be the nicest piece of wood in this build. It's a shame that no one really can't see this. It's under the bed. Maybe only our vacuum cleaner. Like I said before, we have two of those metal frames which will hold mattresses. I don't want that these metal frames are touching each other. So to prevent that, I will just use these and I will drill holes exactly in the middle, and I will glue two pieces of these that those metal frames can't touch each other. Should be pretty easy solution for that. Same thing here, this front piece and this rear piece. In the middle I will glue this wooden block that these metal frames can't touch each other. That's how it looks so far. I think it looks pretty good. Obviously I have to make this head panel here. Caps are not right because there is no carpet, and these I decided that I will leave like this, that you can kind of see part of it. I like how it looks. Here where these metal frames are leaning on, I will put some carpet. Now next I have to find out this finish. I hope I can keep this kind of original color. I'm going to use just the basic oil. I hope it won't turn this yellow. I have to make some tests first. I think I could maybe even take this upstairs, try these metal frames, that is it even going to fit, and we can kind of already sleep on it after this finish, of course. And then I can make this panel, this head panel, and I can attach this head panel later. I think that's pretty much it for this video, and see you guys next time.